I got you. Hey. What's up, YouTube? My bad about yesterday. I noticed I went live and it was frozen on one side, so I never even saw it. But we're going to get in this bad boy, get it squared away real quick. Give me 1 second. Got to finish eating my food. I don't want y'all looking at me eating my food. There we go. I'm going to set up this TikTok too. We ain't going to be here for too long. I don't believe it takes all of that. Pin this message. We good. All right, cool. Let's rock. Like I said, I'll get this TikTok going. Thunderstorms is nothing on. How do you live stream on TikTok? It's been a while. Profile. There we go. All right, let's rock. Live. Say hi, scale live, record rewards. Got it. Let's go live. Microphone. All right, cool. So we here. We should be all set and stall, getting ready for this. So essentially, my goal is to stream every day until we hit $100,000 in revenue. And I'm not even gonna say just $100,000 in revenue. My goal is to stream every day to the end of the year, truthfully, Monday through Friday, of course, and then weekends, obviously, subject and permitted to when I want to do it. But that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're talking about wholesaling real estate. So whenever we get into this type of deal, we're talking about wholesaling real estate. The biggest thing is what it always start with. It always start with leads. If you're not getting leads inside your business, most likely you're not gonna be able to do business, right? I don't care if you're the best business in the world, you got the best product or not even the best product. If you got like the best service, because we're in a service-based business, if you're not necessarily, if nobody knows you exist, they're not gonna buy from you. So the reason why I'm going live right now on YouTube, TikTok, if you're not here, follow me on YouTube. I'll be showing you some stuff. But the reason why I'm going live is essentially for marketing. I've been coaching real estate for 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years. I think 2018 is when I got started coaching people and teaching people how to make money inside of real estate. I was in my 20s at that time, 26, 27. But anyways, most people don't follow me. Most people ain't bought my course. Most people don't do it because of just marketing. Same thing holds true with wholesaling real estate. So when it comes down to wholesaling real estate, if you want to make money from it, people have to know who you are, what you do, how you do it, all those types of things. So on my side, my whole goal is just to break it down. And essentially what we got is break it down so you can learn it, obviously. What I do is I drop in the chats. I'll paste what I got in the chats, but it's all my links for like, this is too much. I don't know how to do this. Let me see. Let me just start deleting some stuff just so I can show you kind of what I would start with if I was going out. And obviously I am. But let me show you what I'm going to go start with. Truthfully, what I would start with is real estate done. Is leads 100%. What up, Jay? So for me, my first platform when it's talking about leads was actually Propelio. And we start off with Propelio because I feel like Propelio gives the best stuff out there, and it has like 50% off trial too for you guys. But I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. So let me log in. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Propelio. And I'll share my screen real quick. It's just like Propstream. Propelio is like the original OG. So Propelio is what we use since the very beginning. Goodness gracious, I'm gonna put all this stuff in there. All right, cool. Propelio is what we use from the very beginning. So on the Propelio stuff, and I'll share, like I said, I'll share the screen real quick. Let me log in. Transition from what? Phone ringing. All right, cool. We got about 30 minutes here, so I ain't gonna be long, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I would do to start getting my business up and rolling, and kind of what we would do here, truthfully. So I'm sharing the screen for Propelio right now. So if you own Propelio, these are all the leads that we didn't put in here, all the systems that we got. That's really not important. What I would say is important though is list. So list builder and list manager. So I go down to list manager. List manager is probably all the leads that we pulled up until this point. So August vacant. So we went vacant in those areas. Dallas Kaufman vacant. So we just basically been pulling vacant properties. The reason why we pull vacant properties is because 9 times out of 10, vacant properties have no emotional attachment to it. If it's vacant, people probably want to sell. Most vacant properties, or a lot of vacant properties, are behind on taxes. So it's an opportunity for us to actually go out there and get these properties at a discount. Another thing that you want to do, obviously that's vacant. Another thing that you want to do is inside of Propelio, you got property data, you got list manager. They have it to where, and I might have to visit the old Propelio. So it's telling me to visit the old Propelio. I'm familiar with that. So on their website, they got an option to visit the old Propelio. And what this allows me to do is get motivated seller leads. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But these leads are like pre-foreclosures, notice of substitute trustees, all that type of stuff. So it allows me to be able to go grab that stuff. Hold on, let me go to list builder. Kick me out of the whole Propelio site. All right, so we here. So we can go to regional leads. Regional leads gonna be able to put me in front of pre-foreclosures, things of that nature. If you got some pre-foreclosures, that's absolutely awesome. If you know how to get them, if you don't know how to get them, this will be the first place where I start. So we go right on here, DFW market. Just pre-foreclosed in the last 2 days in the DFW market, we got 117 opportunities. And right here, I'm not going to show all the information, but we got the address of all these properties. You got Plano, McKinney, Allen, Anna, Plano, McKinney, Frisco, Cedar Hill, Dallas, Ball Springs, right? So you got some Dallas County, some Collin County. And again, I would be specific as far as what I'm looking for. If you're looking for a certain area, I will go for that particular area. But obviously, these are going to be all the pre-foreclosures in that particular area. And what you can do is take this list, you can download it. You can take that list, you can download it, and you can actually start skip tracing. Now, we recommend batch skip tracing. That's what we use for years. Once you find something good, you tend to not try to go find something better or see if somebody got something better. If it works, we keep using it. If it works, we keep using it. But essentially, that's kind of what we do. We'll go down there, we'll pick up that folder. Once we pick up that folder, we got affidavit of heirships. If you don't know what that means somebody passed away and left this house, right? So you got affidavit of heirships, you got foreclosure, you got probate, you got substitute trustees, you got all those things inside of it. How do you put a title on TikTok? Let me see if I can do that real quick. Comment, live stream. All right, good. I just put that in there, and I'm gonna pin that one. Pin to the comment so y'all can see it. We wholesaling. If you got any questions, definitely let me know. Let's chime in. We wholesaling real estate. So once, and if you're on TikTok, go to the YouTube. I'm showing you the screen and everything on YouTube. But anyways, what we got here is just the list. So we got these. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna share this instead. So when you get over here to the old Propelio, you'll hit regional leads. Regional leads again, it's just gonna be more of what's happening in that particular area. So you got different type of markets when you're looking at regional leads. You got Austin, Texas. I got Phoenix, Arizona, Houston, DFW. DFW is Dallas Fort Worth, if you don't know. San Antonio, Miami, Corpus Christi, Waco. So I can literally get started virtual just with Propelio. And using Propelio, it allows me to pull comps too. So I have no problem with getting pre-foreclosure leads. I have no problem with getting affidavit heirship leads. I have no problem with getting probate leads in Miami, Arizona, Texas, especially in all those major markets. If I can get in those major markets, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to be able to essentially immediately to start getting leads in those particular areas. My dog. All right, bet. I thought I said something. No, I guess I can't. Yes, I don't know. But anyways, let's get started. So DFW, I download all the leads inside of DFW. From that, we're gonna download that. We're gonna skip trace that. We're gonna take that over to batch and we're gonna skip trace it. So you'll be able to download it. You got affidavit heirship, foreclosures, probate, substitute trustees. But if you're in Dallas or any of these major markets, it works a little bit better because once you get to those particular markets, you just have more opportunity to be able to buy and sell properties or resell properties. Get them at a discount. It's a little bit more tougher to get them at a discount, but it's almost a guarantee that you'll be able to sell them. If you're in Timbuktu, Texas, you can get all kind of properties at a discount because nobody wants them. So it's hard to wholesale real estate in those small areas. If you are in those areas, most likely those areas are going to come with a small assignment fee. So if you want to make some type of money, you always got to make sure you're in an area that has a little bit of demand. If there's demand there, people are willing to pay more there. So that's really the biggest thing. So we got our leads from Propelio. Once we get there, we'll take it over to batch. We'll skip trace it inside of batch. And then we'll start dialing. So any of the leads that you see me dialing, most likely that's because it's inside of Resimply. And again, Resimply is our CRM. So appreciate it, Josh. Resimply is our CRM. So when we on our CRM, the biggest thing that I want to look for is leads. I want to look for motivated seller leads. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to jump on the phone. We're going to make some phone calls. And the reason why this is important is because if you're not talking to people, like making phone calls, pulling lists is not a money making activity. Talking to people is a money making activity. So if you want to make money, you got to get on the phone with people. And if you're not willing to do that, you're 100% in trouble. So what we're going to do here is just start walking through some of these conversations. And you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the most skilled on the phone. But I'll be honest with you, you definitely need to show up, right? I always used to tell people, like, man, you got to give something God, you got to give God something to bless. And what that means is just basically you got to show up and like be the difference maker. Like you got to at least show up. If you can show up, he got a chance to show up for you on your behalf, right? And meet you where you're not at. But if you're not showing up, it's going to be very hard for him to meet you where you're not at, right? So let's go through this. I'm just going to go through here and start making some phone calls. And my goal for this one is just to get some people on the phone. Some of these leads have been in the system a lot longer than others. But while we're going through here and we're waiting on some leads to come in, we're just going to filter through some of these old leads and go from here. I actually had an appointment today, so let me see if I can take this appointment. Hopefully my appointment hasn't went to sleep. I know we got a certain schedule. There we go. So you're probably not going to be able to hear everything, but you're going to be able to hear some. Me calling. I thought my head was. There we go. Still okay. We'll figure it out later. All right. With the voicemail, you know how the old saying go, hey, if you don't call them 3 times, you ain't call them once. Especially you want to make sure you call them nice out. On these particular calls too, we typically follow a script. On that script, we have 5 things we need to get in. So we need to get property conditions, reason why they want to sell, timeline, how long do they want to sell, motivation, like why are they trying to sell, and then how much do they want to sell the property for. That's really the 5 things we're trying to get from every. So you're not trying to close it. We're just trying to get it. I don't know why when I get started, I like to have a pen and pad. All right, so we got nothing as far as how to pick up. So what we do? Hold on a second, my dog bark. Let me get him up out of here. Come on, what? Kids out there working out on their basketball and stuff. All right. Hopefully, I'm still with the TikToker. I don't know. All right, TikTok, stick with me. I'm gonna put something on the background so make sure y'all know I'm legit. I don't know how to make the I don't know how to make the little deal a little smaller. We're gonna keep rocking. All right, so if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it or not. Why would let me do it like that? Let me see, boy. All right, good. So as you can see, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but at the top, that Stellar Title Group, we just got paid out on that one on the 15th. So you see $20,000 on that one. This is why this stuff works. This is the reason why I'm coming to you and I'm having these conversations. This is the reason why I'm going live. It's because I want to be able to make sure that you got access to the same information that can allow you to make $20,000. Very important to me. Talk to me. I'm gonna call him 4 times. Just come with the territory. Where's my backpack? I need a pen. Still calling.
0373683.
All right, bet. So I do never picked up. Let's get back into the system. Let's see if there's any other appointments. And typically we have appointments because I have somebody working with me. So I can typically hit my calendar and see who am I supposed to call. I got somebody, I got a real good fire lead if I can ever get them back on the phone. Let me see if she'll pick up today. Voicemail. Let's call it again. Redial. And typically, what I like to do is call from different numbers. Can't see nothing on that thing. All right, so she didn't pick up. We're gonna keep rocking though. Hey George, how you doing? Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, this is Jordan, my man. I was just calling about this property on County Road 2254 in Tyler. All right, then you have a good one, boss. All right, so I guess he must have had a change of heart at some point in time. We connected. I'm not gonna put in a dead lead, but I am gonna get it out of here. Uh, don't want to sell at this moment. So one thing I would say is a better way to handle it. Is probably my first call, a little rusty right now, but a better way to handle that particular call is just by going in and seeing if we can revisit. That lead came in August 8th, 2024. So it's literally been a year since that lead came in. old lead called from a bandit sign, wanted to sell at that particular point. So on our side, what we need to do is just see if he's willing to revisit it instead of calling like a cold call like I just did. That was a mistake. What I should have done was called it and then say, hey, you know what? Hey, George, it's been a while, man. Hey, is this something you'd like to revisit? Actually getting an offer for this particular property, right? That's going to be the best thing that we could potentially do as opposed to just go to the next one. So let's go to the next one right here. I got my guy Robert. Let's see what he say. Hey, if you don't call him 3 times, you ain't call once. That's it. Just so y'all know, TikTok, that number up there is what we just got paid on the 15th of this month. That was a wire that just hit my account on the 15th of this month. $20,000. Right? $20,000 from doing this exact same method. You can't tell me it don't work. $20,000. If you need 20 grand, put a one in the chats. Let me see if you got it. If you need 20 grand, put a one in the chats. Let me see. Same thing for you, YouTube. If you need 20 grand, put a one in the chats. All right, so my guy didn't pick up. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one, see what we got. I love this stuff, man. This simply is the truth. Okay. Okay, this lead said they're gonna have to call me back. So what we want to do is not just rely on them. We want to add a task to this particular lead. Call back. Like maybe been busy with something. So what I'll do is set a 1 hour. I'll put the today's date, and I'll just make it to where we give them a call back later on today. So I'll probably put a 1:30. I got a coaching call at 12 that I got to jump on, so in 8 more minutes. Boom. So we got that squared away. Call back. Now we exit dialing. Go to the next lead. Let's keep rocking. Just hitting. Okay. For whatever reason, that one didn't go through. So what I'll do is I'll exit that one and then I'll call. We got like a secondary number. We'll call the secondary number and see if we can get that person to call. Pick up it's the daughter. See if something else goes on. No pickup. I'll redial. Three dials. Got to redial. Hello? Hello? All right. That was a PPL lead, by the way. So that lead came in directly from PPL. Give me 1 second. We're not going to call them. I'm going to get back to some of these leads I've been tagged in. All right, you got to do the same thing. Thoughts on Jack Harris drafting Joe Mixon? Man, I don't know, man. I think that'll be I think drafting Joe Mixon in the third round. I don't know. I don't know how to think about that truthfully. We'll go ahead and check it out. Mentions. There we go. All right. This probably was going to mention. Yeah, I know. He said they ready to sell. Why you say that? He called. Oh, that's perfect. Offers made, direct mail. Cash offer 330,000 on a house worth 450. Okay, let's see if we can give him a call. Is it Jason a call? Let's see. Hey Jason, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing pretty good. This is Jordan Aubrey, my man. I was just reaching out to you. I know you had Adam as the contact. Yeah, he no longer works with us, but we had seen that you had text over the I think the weekend or just yesterday. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Man, I'll shoot you straight. I got some notes here that's around like the like low mid 300s. I think that's kind of where we. Hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. Tell me this: did we ever go out there and take photos of the property? I don't see any on my side. Okay. Is that something you like to do to see if we can get closer to an offer? Because on our side, I'll be honest with you, it's gonna come down to condition of the property. If we got condition of the property, we might have an opportunity to do something as far as like making a legitimate offer, even at 350 or whatever it was, without knowing the condition of the property. It's going to be very hard for us to honor that, if that makes sense. It puts us close to the ballpark, but it's going to be very hard for us to actually move the needle. Gotcha. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And just before I get into it, what got y'all ready to sell now? Mm, gotcha. When did that just that's something that happened just recently? Gotcha. That's rough. Okay. 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 Man, we could definitely help you out. There's a couple of options there. Tell me this as far as the condition. I know you said you got dogs. It, what kind of shape? Have you guys done any repairs or remodels since you've been there, or is this kind of same shape it was when you bought it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Okay. And you've done all that. How long have you been there? That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I think you just bought it in February, but in 2023. But let me double check with you. Okay, so that's about accurate. You just bought it in 2023. Okay, awesome, man. I don't even know and maybe you want to tell, maybe you don't. How much do you own this property? Okay, how much are you trying to walk away with? Yeah, and the reason why I said that is because a lot of times when you just buy something, it's not a lot of equity in it. We can still take a look at it and see what we can do. I'm looking at it right now. It's the house with the blue door. Is that correct? Okay, the blue front door. Okay, I'm just looking at the old photos that was listed back in 2023, and assuming we got a new roof and the floor is going to be changed out. Um, so I think we both know. I think the value of this property looks like it's going to be in that land. Is that correct? That's what you thinking? Yeah, gotcha. Awesome. So you can walk there as actual usable land. It ain't just land. Gotcha. Awesome. 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 Okay. So on my side, man, we might not even have to take photos just based on what you got here. We might be able to move quickly and get you a cash offer. Like kind of what Adam was talking about. I think what I'm gonna need to do is just go talk to my agent and see what this thing is worth. Because you got a couple of options. I'll be honest with you. You can list it on MLS and sell it and get the most money you can. Um, The only caveat that you gotta that you might have to consider is how long will it take to sell. Right now, average house on market is about 4 months. Average days on market for a house, and that's even for some of our remodels. Some of our remodels, I wish we could have sold them in 4 months. So that's just average. So some of them we got to sell pretty quickly. Some of them we got they just sit and sit and sit and keep on sitting. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Gotcha. Awesome. 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 Shoot. Nah, I was about to say, man, it really just comes down to what you want to do on our side. We can definitely look at it, but I think we need to get with our agent and see what we can do. If I'm not mistaken, I'm almost feel like I've been in that neighborhood. I used to replace a lot of roofs in the neighborhood. I used to be in the roofing industry. But anyways, so I'm pretty familiar with the area. I think this was probably before you even moved in, because that lake sit right there. There's like community pools sit over there too, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm familiar with that area. Yeah, we bought one of our first investment properties was over there in that area. But either way, I think I need to get with my agent and see what this thing is worth, and then from there we can probably, if the photos are about the condition, we don't need the photos. I'm just going to assume that it's the photos that we're getting online is probably uh, pretty close to what we're going to be buying outside of updated floors and updated roof. And I'll be able to tell you exactly where we'll be at and see if that offer that he had mentioned a while ago even stands or if it don't. But I'll rather be transparent with you than hit you from somewhere and it ain't even a good deal or it don't even work or something that we can't even uphold. You know? Okay. Okay. That sounds like a plan. I'll definitely do so. Appreciate the call. I'll give you a call later on. I got a call. I got to jump on right now, but I'll reach out to my agent and see what it is, and see what the ARV is, and then see if we can get back to you as far as a cash offer. All right. Appreciate it, Jason. Have a good one. Bye. That's definitely a warm lead. That's definitely a warm lead. If you never heard one before, that's a warm lead. So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump off. I got a call. I got to jump on. And if you want to be coached by me, man, we got a community right there. $47 a month. It don't cost an arm and a leg. It's a little bit over $1 a day. So if you want to get coached on how to implement this in your life, let's get to it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow, or maybe again today.